Okay, everyone. So we will start with the session. I believe most of you have already joined the call. So this is a pre-connect session we'll be having. So there will be different sessions which we'll be taking today. That is that is the Embark joining forms where we'll be explaining how about the forms, how many forms are there, and how to fill up the forms. Then we have the Embark background verification session. Here you'll get to know about the important documents need to be uploaded by you. Then with the FAQ session, we'll be answering commonly asked questions and we have the questionnaire round. So if you have any queries pertaining to your joining forms or background verification, we'll be answering those questions in this session itself. Moving forward, we'll have total, Nisha can just, yeah, there are total 6 forms which will be reflecting for you all. That is empty pocket declaration, joining report, employee services policy, employee commitment agreement, declaration, and training agreement. These are the total 6 forms which will be reflecting for you all. And one extra form that is the Maharashtra night reflecting for the female candidates whose joining location is Maharashtra region. No matter whether you are staying in Maharashtra or coming outside of Maharashtra region, but if your location is Maharashtra, you need to fill up this form. And it is only for the female candidates. But due to some technical glitch, if it is reflecting for the male candidates, you can just ignore it and you do not need to submit this. Okay. So these are the total 6 forms which will be reflecting for you all, and you need to submit all the forms in order to get onboarded. So there are a few things which you need to take care while you're filling up the forms, that you will not fill up the forms if any data is reflecting wrong. For example, your name is reflecting wrong. Instead of my name, if I see Nisha's name is reflecting, I'll be not submitting the form. Middle name will not be reflecting in your joining form, so that is not an error. So please, you should go ahead and fill up the forms if your middle name is not reflecting. Okay. And the names might get interchanged also. For example, my name is Madhumita Mukherjee. It can reflect as Mukherjee Madhumita also. So that is also not an error. You can go ahead and fill up the form. If any wrong data, for example, any wrong DOJ other than 30 March is reflecting for you all, please do not submit the forms. Okay. Please do not submit the forms if wrong DOJ is reflecting, that is instead of 30 March, any other date is reflecting. In yesterday's call, the call went till 9 p.m. because of this silly mistake. For the same reason, for silly mistake, they have filled the form with the wrong DOJ and the call went till 9 p.m. So if you really don't want to do that, please do not fill up the forms if any wrong data is reflecting. We request you to not fill up the form if any wrong data is reflecting or any wrong DOJ is reflecting instead of 30 March. Any other data is reflecting, do not fill up the forms. And also, while filling up the forms, do not use any kind of special characters, that is comma, full stop, hyphen, bracket, or slash. The forms might not get submitted. And we do have one form where they'll be asking your employee ID, but you do not have your employee ID yet. You receive your employee ID once you join Wipro. So keep that area blank. Okay, keep that tab blank where they have asked your employee ID. Just keep it blank. Other than that, yes, these are the few things you need to keep in mind while you're filling up the forms. Okay, now moving forward, for your ID card, Nisha can just go to the next slide. Thank you.
Yes,
For
ma'am,
ID card,
yours is not visible.
thank you, Nisha. Okay, for ID card purpose, you need to submit your photo, which is a recent picture of yours and which is not old, more than 6 months old. And the photograph should have white background. You should be in a formal attire and you should not be wearing any kind of sunglasses. Your regular glasses with power glasses, that is okay. But you should not be wearing any kind of sunglasses and you should be looking straight into the camera and not on left or right. And it should be passport size photo. So these are the few things you need to keep in mind while you are submitting your photograph for ID card purpose. Otherwise, the photo will get rejected. Again, you have to resubmit the photograph. And yes, there are a couple of postponed candidates on call itself from previous batches. The forms which you have submitted earlier is not valid. Okay, you have to resubmit all the forms again with the correct DOJ. If you're unable to see the forms or if any wrong data is reflecting, as I've already told you, you have to uh, let us know. We'll rectify the error, and then only you can submit the forms. Okay. So yes, we have not triggered the mail yet of joining forms, and also we have not triggered the forms right now. Uh, so yes, once done from our end, we'll update you in this session itself. So please be careful while you're submitting the forms. If you're submitting the forms and making mistake from your end, we will not re-enable or not re-trigger the forms. If the error is from our end, like some technical glitch or technical error is there, we will be rectifying that. Okay. Again, I'm requesting the mistake which the previous batch candidates did, filling up the forms of wrong DOJ instead of telling them numerous times. Again, I'm repeating, do not fill up the forms if you see any wrong DOJ is reflecting. Other than 30th March, any other date is reflecting, please do not fill up the forms. And you should check this in all the forms. Okay. All the 6 forms you should check before submitting. Do not submit with wrong DOJ or any wrong data. Suppose your name or your training location is reflecting wrong. Do not submit the forms. Okay. So moving ahead, we'll just